Hello everyone, welcome to the Affirmation Journey. This video is about beauty. Now I've been following these two African young women for about, one for maybe 3 months and the other one maybe 6. I don't think it's been a year, so maybe 6 months. And they have very similar beauty and aesthetic, and they are models and influencers on in brands. What brands, I don't know, because I don't follow it like that, but they definitely inspire me so much. These women inspire me so much. I think I'm getting a little teary. They inspire me so much because their beauty is unapologetically African. At least on YouTube. Now, when they go out into the world and do their modeling campaigns, their hair gets done a different kind of way. But what I love about their presence on YouTube is the Africanness of it. I grew up in Harlem, so, power to the people, Black power, the Black Panthers, Malcolm X. Who else? The Nation of Islam, Louis Farrakhan. That is the era in which I grew up in and was highly influenced by the Nation of Islam, Malcolm X, the Black Panthers. Those movements, and of course the Civil Rights Movement, but I just remember those as just being really radical. Nation of Islam, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Minister Louis Farrakhan. I would wait in line for hours as a young 20-something-year-old to hear Minister Farrakhan speak at the the Armory in Harlem. Was it the 369th Armory? I think it was called. And the line would just be for blocks to hear him speak. So I grew up during that era. Of course, Angela Davis with the afro. My mom had an afro for a minute. And, I grew up in the 60s. So I love these women. And I will put their links in the description. And what I love about them, they inspire me. As a brown woman, these women are like ebony. One actually looks like Barbie. I mean, she just has the look of that doll. Like maybe she doesn't look exactly like her, but she's beautiful like that. And so her name is Sonia Barbie Tucker. So when you put her in the YouTube search bar, Barbie comes up above her channel, the doll, and she's below it. The other one, and so I don't know where Sonia Barbie Tucker is from, but the other young lady, I am Titi, and there's some numbers after her name, 9640 or something like that. I am Titi 9640. She says she's from Sierra Leone, and she has a whole course on how to take care of your afro. Now, Sonia Barbie Tucker, I think she wears a wig, because there was a video I watched where she was kind of playing with it. So she has this big afro wig that she wears. I think it's a wig. And then, and then her hair, she showed a video with her getting her hair pressed. So I don't know. But anyway, that's not the point. Or maybe it is the point. The point is that they both wear these big afros. And I think I am TT, it is her natural hair. But their figures are very similar. Small waist and, the buttocks and the flat stomach and the long legs. And you can tell they work out, but they are just gorgeous, and they are not afraid of color. Orange, yellow, green, emerald, neon green, neon yellow, neon pink. They are not afraid of color. As a woman who grew up in the United States, you can attest to this. I wasn't told this messaging, but other messaging I was told about because of my skin tone and my complexion, I cannot wear red. Like many dark skinned people were told, don't wear red. It doesn't look good on you. Or you're reminded of Aunt Jemima. Don't wrap your hair because it looks like Aunt Jemima. Don't wear your afro or your natural coils because you look like a pickaninny. Buckwheat was really popular. The Little Rascals, we used to watch that every Sunday morning, and Buckwheat would be going like this and the little things sticking up all over his head. So we received a lot of negative messaging about our beauty. And for me, when I cut my hair, my family was like, you did what? Now, granted, I had hair down to here, right? At some point, and then it just wouldn't grow past my shoulder when I reached menopause. But my family was doing like, it was their hair. Like somebody had come up behind them and just chopped their hair. And so my aunts, when they would see me, my mother's sisters, they would be like, so when are you going to let your hair grow? Are you going to let your hair grow back and all of that? And I was like, no, I'm free. I'm free now. I'm free. And, this style has its own challenges because it's like, I don't know, if your hair is straight, maybe you don't have as many challenges. I don't know. I've never really had straight hair, like, growing out of my head straight. So I don't even know what their challenges are. But if you are a woman of the African diaspora with all of these 4C, 4A, 3A, 3B, whatever it is, and my hair is somewhere between 4A and 4C, 4A and 4B, I don't know. I just know what I like, and I like it short. And so you have to determine what your style is and what your beauty is and what your beauty aesthetic is. Mine is short. I like my clothing simple and looks and in colors that make me and my skin pop. But I want to just say this. These two women make me proud because they are not burdened with all of the, seems like the beauty aesthetic that Black American women are burdened with. And especially our darker skinned or darker toned, darker complexioned sisters. They don't seem to be burdened with all of that. Not that they have escaped the talks and, that Anouk, that model, she came here. She doesn't have any accent whatsoever. So I'm not even sure if she was born in another country and came here when she was very young, because you can't detect any kind of accent from her. But, she talks about being called ugly, and at fashion shows she was hired to do. At fashion shows she was hired to do being called ugly. So they don't seem to be burdened by that. And if they experience that, they have not let it stop them from establishing firmly their place as a beauty influencer. Now, I had to look up when they came on board with YouTube. And Sonia Barbie Tucker came on board with YouTube in 2020. And I Am TT 9640, she came on board to YouTube in 2022 because I wanted to determine who came up with the look first. And, if it's accurate that Sonia Barbie started her Afro look in 2020, then she came to YouTube first. And then I Am TT came later in 2022. So it shows that Sonia Barbie Tucker has about 40 million views since the beginning. And I Am TT has, I think, 20 million views. And I don't know how many videos they each have. But if you go down the shorts and you just quickly look, they are very, very inspiring to me as a Black woman brown, caramel, sweet potato. One of my friends call me sweet potato brown. Sweet potato brown. They're just really inspiring to me, and I just love their look, and they're not apologetic about being from Africa. Not one bit. Not one bit. And I want you to take a look at Tony Gaskin's video. I wrote it down here somewhere, but I can't find the name of it. Oh, it's called Looks Compatibility. He spends over an hour explaining looks compatibility and really not sharing too much information that we as Black Americans know about in terms of colorism, slavery, and all of that. But he does go into, brings it up to date in terms of how people choose each other based on looks compatibility and liking who likes you. So yeah, that's it for me regarding these two women. I am so inspired by them, along with Janae Naylor, who also has a short pixie cut, but hers is relaxed. So I just pick style people who represent my aspirations, my style aspirations, I'll say that represent my style aspirations, and who give me encouragement and inspiration to be my authentic African diasporic self. And it's okay. It's okay. I think that's it. And don't forget my Valentine's social, which is next Saturday, February 15th. And I will put the link in the description and also in one of these places in the corner. See you in the next video. Bye.